Wait, okay, so I've started this. Something's off. Oh, wait a sec. There we go. You've been pranked. For the past month odd, I've been using vertical camera, but those days are over now. I'm not gonna annoy you anymore. So yeah, you're gonna have to put up with this horizontal camera view now. Yep, as you can see, no more Justin Bieber haircut. Thank God for that. Although I've had it cut for like a week now, so it's not really that new. So yeah, I'm probably here for the film review that was supposed to be here a week ago. So yeah, might as well just get to that. But first, the big announcement. Yay! Announcements are the special parts. That's the best parts. It's always big announcements. Always. Big announcements. Yes, okay. So, big announcement. Tomorrow. You know what's all happening tomorrow? The live stream. Your boy's doing a live stream. Yep. First one ever. It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be at 8. Well, sorry, no, not 8. Around 5 maybe actually. 8's a bit too late, you know. So yeah, 8 PM. I meant 5. Sorry, 5. Not 8. Okay. So that's gonna be really cool. You know, we can all hang out and all that. And so yeah, I hope you're all looking forward to that. I know I've been looking forward to it for a while now. So yeah, I know what you're all excited for now. The review. Yay! Also, a quick warning: there will be spoilers. So yeah. This is the warning. Spoilers. Watch out for the spoilers. Major spoilers. Okay. I got that out of the way. Let's begin. First of all, one criticism that I do have is the lack of pacing. You know, like with a lot of films, you know, you need to have good pacing. But you know, I mean, there was one scene where the van breaks down, and well, you know, in like 2 scenes later, they're just touring, which is just weird. You know, I mean, they get to the point very quick. That's what I'm gonna say. So I don't think Queen was really touring in 1971. In fact, they didn't start touring until 1973, and that's another thing. They got a lot of the dates wrong. Like We'll Rock You coming out in 1980, and it was on the News of the World album in 1977. So yeah, that's a few criticisms right there. But yeah, other than that, you know, it's pretty accurate with a lot of the events, like how they, you know, made the press conference in 1982. You know, Hot Space album. Well, everybody knows Hot Space album. You know, not very good. And they got a lot of the release dates for the songs right, like Another One Bites the Dust, 1980, and what? Bohemian Rhapsody, 1975. I mean, pretty obvious. Everybody knows that. So yeah, just a few small criticisms that were needed to be put in place. So yeah, a lot of the great moments from the film was mainly the concert Live Aid. That was definitely the climax of the film. You know, as the climax of the film, it's got to be like really good. And it was like 20 minutes long. And when I was watching it in the cinema, I was like, wow, like everyone was like singing along and everything. It was like really cool. So yeah, that was mainly like one of the highlights of the film. Another highlight is okay, so when they're meeting John Reed for the first time, and Freddy's dressed up and he's like all really, he's got this really weird costume on, and then Brian's just like, Freddy, you look like an angry lizard. I mean, and that just made everyone laugh. Like it's got a very good comedic aspect to it. Like a lot of the best performances came from some of the supporting characters. Like Jim Beach, for example. He was a really good character. Oh, Miami Beach, I should say. That was like his nickname, Miami Beach. Yeah, that was another funny moment. And yeah, I think his portrayal of Jim Beach was really good. And there's another character named Ray Foster who is actually not a real person. So yeah, played by Mike Myers. It kind of goes full circle, like saying how Bohemian Rhapsody will be a song that teenagers won't bang their heads to when you know, in the car, when in Wayne's World, you know, that's what they do. So yeah, I found that kind of funny. I mean, I think everyone else in the cinema did as well. So yeah, I found that pretty funny, and you know, it's got great comedy and it's got great actors. You know, like Willem Lee as Brian May. Like, if you listen to Willem Lee as Brian May and like just listen to his voice, he sounds exactly like Brian May. I don't even know how he does it. Rami Malek as Freddy, you know, main role. He's really, you know, really talented. You know, I mean, he's got a pretty big role. I mean, he's got the main role, so yeah, it's pretty big. Well, pretty big shoes to fill. You know, he's got a lot to live up to for this film. And then, you know, some of the other actors like Paul Prenter, for example. You know, I think he did a pretty good job as Paul Prenter, although Paul Prenter's one of the weaker characters in the film. I mean, I feel like his performance could have been a bit better, but other than that, yeah, he was pretty good as Paul Prenter. I'd say my favourite scene has to probably be the bit where Mary comes to Freddy and Paul's house, and you know they're trying to tell him about Live Aid, because Paul's not picking up the calls, and he says that he'll pass them on to Freddy, but he doesn't, because he's selfish, you know. And you know, the shot where Freddy's like out in the rain and it's all pouring down and everything. It's like the opening to the climax of the film. Like, you know, like something's about to happen, and then the next scene with like Paul Prenter is selling Store to the press, and you know that betrayal, you know, makes you really feel for the characters. It really makes you hate Paul. Yeah, he's a pretty unlikable character in real life as well. So yeah, some of the downsides to some of the performances, like my least favourite scene is probably the bit where they're recording "We Will Rock You." I mean, I think Rami's like his performance could have been a little bit better. Like, you know, his dialogue sounded quite forced. Like, he didn't sound like real, you know. It just sounded like it just didn't sound natural. So yeah, I think that's something he could have worked on a little bit. But other than that, you know, it's a pretty climactic scene, because you know, after that scene, it's the scene at Madison Square Garden, and yeah. So in general, it was a pretty good film. I do think some of the critics were a bit harsh on it, but other than that, you know, it has some downsides. But other than that, you know, it's a pretty good film. You know, I'd watch it again. So for this, I'm going to give it 3.5 stars out of 5. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this review of Bohemian Rhapsody. It was released in 2018, and so yeah. If this episode goes well, then I might do more. So yeah, this is a new series on the channel. So yeah. Well, I hope you look forward to the next one, and I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. Okay, see you. I don't even know why I tried to do that. Okay, yeah, see ya. Stars shining bright.